Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6. Today we're starting things off in the lab. I have prepared a few pickaxes that we're gonna put together. I'm getting quite a lot of these now, but there are two reasons for me doing this to start off this episode. The first thing is that Mumbo was streaming the other day, and I know that he's digging out a big hole. And thinking that maybe, I don't actually know because I couldn't watch the whole thing, but maybe he ended up breaking some pickaxes, and so I gotta be prepared to get some new pickaxes shipped over to him, because it's honestly really good business for us. The second reason I'm starting off with this is because this machine was running for like 6 hours last night. It came to the point where I realized that our fuel system is a little bit broken. I had an issue with my clock not sending the blaze rods out. Big newbie mistake from my side. And so now it's struggling refilling all the fuel from the right to the left. But it has been running all night, and I wanted to see, because I need levels to put these together, I wanted to see how well it does that. Alright, so this is now shut into collect XP mode. I got 5 levels. That's 43 levels from one furnace. I am so shocked. I tried to use it for mending here as well. I don't know. Oh no, I messed up. I don't know if that is actually a thing that's working. I gotta keep my... What? Have I only done... Oh, okay. I messed up. That's okay. Well, let's... Did I take this furnace yet? Nope. Oh, this is so incredible. It's absolutely ridiculous. And like I said, I had it running for like 6 hours whilst being AFK. No one in chat, not a single person. Cubfan and Scar had been online. Not a single person had complained about lag. So that's a really good sign. But anyway, that's enough of that machine today. I also did some stuff here in between episodes. I colored these. I think they turned out really good. I did realize that's off-centered, so I have to move that over to the center, obviously. But all in all, having these colored like this, I think it's a really neat little look here for the lab. It adds some color to it. Today we're gonna start things off by doing something that we really need. We have this amazing storage room, and let me tell you, after all of my testing, this room is working out absolutely great. But it lacks storage for unstackable items, and specifically like even pickaxes and stuff. Fishes and stuff, and lava buckets, and enchanted books. That's a big one. Enchanted books, it completely lacks any storage for. So I want to fix that today, and what I've been thinking about is opening this wall up here. And there isn't a lot of space back here. We have the wall here, so I think I want to start by installing an elevator here, a water bubble elevator. It needs to be a two-way bubble elevator, so it needs to go both up and down. And I remember making one of those in like episode 4 for my starter base. So it shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to figure that out. But then I want to have kind of up here, I guess, we're going to put a room and maybe even have... Is that the center? Yeah, we'll have a door here as well, or an opening, so that we can get in and out. And this room, if I can figure something cool out, I want to have this room be both our bedroom, where we respawn, and the storage for like enchanted books and stuff. It's going to be really interesting, because I want to try and create something that's a little bit special, and hopefully I can work something out. It's always one of those components to a storage room that I almost always overlook, and it ends up just spamming chests and chests with enchanted books and stuff. Alright, I think I've come up with a thing here that's working just fine with just one piston. I remember I used 2 pistons and pushed an entity back and forth, but I think this is actually better. So this uses slime blocks underneath here to pull the blocks back and forth, and the upside with doing it this way is that we get away with having just one piston. So that's good news. And then all I gotta do is just make sure that we have a block there, and I can put the slime block back there as well. And that should be fine. So that's down and that's up. Yeah. Easy enough. That's a lot cleaner than having 2 pistons that I power with redstone going everywhere. Okay, so I think I got this working fully, and it's actually very, very clean redstone. I'm very happy with this. I remember thinking about a bunch of different ideas when I did this in the beginning of the season, but not this one. So you walk in and yeah, that's the only issue. It's a little bit slow. It's a little bit slow, and I don't really understand why it's so slow. So we have the pressure plate coming in here, into this repeater, down into this pulse extender right here so that it stays extended, and then this goes into unpowers the piston here. Now I did have it like this because it's a lot more compact to begin with, but I wanted to cut back on any delay. So we got 1 tick delay there, 1 tick delay there, but it feels like it's like 20 ticks delay for some reason. And that's really strange. I wonder if this is actually powering this piston. That could be what's happening. And yeah, I'm wondering if it's even worth trying to do quicker, or if I should just be happy with this. Because honestly, it works good. It's just a little bit annoying having to take 1 damage. But I'll see if I change that. So that brings us up here where we need to try and fit an enchantment storage. We need to try and fit a bed. We need to try and fit single item storage. And there's a little bit of a space issue here because obviously we got the mega storage system here. These are the Schalke box loaders over here. And this is where we can put the first wall. So it isn't a whole lot of space, and I have at this moment in time no idea what I'm gonna do here, but it ought to be a fun little task. I gotta be honest with you guys, this project is kind of tricky. It's tricky because the room, as you can see, has a very odd shape, and the elevator is sort of not central, but it's like in the midst of it, and at this moment in time I'm not actually sure what I want to do with this. I know what I need in this room, but I don't know how I want to shape the room. I have an idea of maybe just having a wall here so that you at least have some kind of symmetry as you come up to this room. But I have come up with the idea that I want to fit 2 of the Schalke box loaders over here. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, do you guys remember when we built the map room in our underwater base? So I think it's this way for the map room. I haven't been here in so long. Yes, here we are. This is where it all started. And by the way, guys, I'm sorry about the ship, but I just, you know, Grian got me good with the hitman trap thing. So yeah, I got him in the end. But anyway, enough about that. This is the thing I'm talking about. This is the Etho designed Schalke box machine, which basically cycles through a bunch of different colors and presents you with a Schalke box. Now, I never used this system at all here, or I haven't so far, but I think this would actually be a pretty good thing to have in the base for enchanted books. I think it would be really great, in fact, for enchanted books. And if I can fit 2 of these modules on that wall there, then I think that's going to be a good thing. So this is 5 by... it's 5 wide. And then the depth doesn't matter. I need to fit 2 next to each other in a 9 block space. So that's not going to work. I'm going to need to try and redo this circuit a little bit. Yes! It's working! Oh, I can't believe this, Pink. Ah, that is... that's such a relief. Oh, I have been at this for 4 hours today. I'm starting to lose it here. Just stacking these next to each other was a lot of a challenge. I've wired this in every possible scenario that I could think of, but... yeah, this finally works. It's a little bit slower than Etho's original wire for this Octobox, which is this stuff here. And this, as you can see, this works as well. So we should be getting... oh, no, this is out of sync now. I may have broken it as I... yeah, I broke I broke it as I was testing stuff, surely. But yeah, it is working. I just gotta reposition the droppers or the Schalke boxes. I hope we can see if this has got messed up. Nope. They should be completely independent of each other, these wires now. So I had to do custom power or custom timings for this one to work because of how I laid out the redstone. I used observers instead to power this piston all the way from below, trying to go underneath this wire so I didn't have to have this part here, because even if I could fit it, I would be powering this dropper, which would ruin this thing here. So yeah, that was a challenge, but we got 2 of these boxes up, and the idea is that I'm gonna put books in like this, and they're gonna say what type of books I'm gonna get. So black would be protection books, etc, etc. But as you can see, these are a little bit scrambled. I don't fully understand. Looks like the white box was messed up for some reason. But yeah, they are in order. I just gotta reposition them. I love these things. Brown, Iskallium, and blue. Nice. Okay, so that's working. And I think this will be a really good way to store enchanted books. And I'm thinking in this one, we may not need enchanted books in all of them. So maybe this one could be for other stackable things, such as, or non-stackable things, such as the lava buckets, for example, that I have down here. Because I do want to keep the lava buckets, and like fish, for example, that's another thing. And then all the diamond gear, or all the gears, elytras and all that can go in this side over here. Yeah, this is gonna be fun to organize. Very fun. I'm super excited now that I finally got this freaking circuit to work. To be fair, I could have just moved this one left and this one right and had a 3 space in the middle. I should probably have done that in hindsight, because yeah, this took way longer than I expected. But it's kind of fun to get something special working, stacking them next to each other like this. I have run into the massive builder's block of doom at the moment. So this is 1 day later, and if I sound a little bit weird, it's because I've unfortunately got ill. I've got a cold, and that would probably most likely affect my videos this week, because yeah, I've had fever and stuff in between cutscenes. It's very horrible. Feeling a little bit better right now. But yeah, like I said, I've run into a massive builder's block. So this is the stage of this, or state of this room at the moment. And I really don't know what to do next with this. I think it's one of these things that I just need to leave for today. And maybe if anyone is like super creative and inspired by this, maybe you can tweet me a picture of some sort of interior decoration. Now the problem is that this wall we can't do much on. This is the only wall where we can do something. Anyway, I did fill these things up, so currently it's pointing at swords. So I got all my backup swords, and then our potions. This, if we ever get a potion system, this will of course change, but for the most part I don't tend to use potions very much. We got the lava buckets, and then the white. Oh, did I break it now? I think I did. Crap. Okay, hold on. I may have fixed it. Thank goodness. Yeah, don't double click. Anyway, this is working. So I moved all my armor pieces over from the Davy Jones locker. I also fixed the elevator. I went back and edited the first piece of this video, realizing my mistake, seeing that this repeater was facing into the piston, which obviously will power the piston beforehand. So now I removed the repeater here again, and now this is the quickest I can get it. I don't understand why that takes a second still, because it's only 1 tick delay, but yeah, it's working a lot more smooth, which is nice. But like I said, massive builder's block with this room, and yeah, it's a little bit of an issue. Now at the moment I don't have any enchanted books really, because all the books that I use I buy from villagers, but I'm planning on putting up an AFK Fish Farm again, because I haven't really been AFK fishing a lot this season, maybe an hour in the beginning or something like that, and I need name tags, and then we're also bound to get a lot of enchanted books that we can put in that storage. But I've actually been reluctant to fish because of the fact that I didn't have any storage for the books. Now that the prank wars is over, ladies and gentlemen, one thing is going to be very satisfying to do, and that is to take down this stupid remains of Grian's TNT bombing of this cake. I think, did I remember this correctly? He even put a sign, he even put a sign up here of this being a piece of art. I wouldn't eat this cake if I were you. By Grian. Yeah, we definitely have to take this down, and I'm actually, this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Oh, my beacon doesn't reach over here. And there we go. Move the beacon. Yep, here we go, dudes. It's time. Get rid of this monstrosity that this truly is. I'm not actually sure if we would have gone quicker to not have hired Green's TNT services, because the way this garbage is laid out in the center here is actually, it's gonna be a little bit tricky to reach it all. But I have done it. Oh, that feels so good. And it's actually quite fun to see the... Oh, did you just bed bandit me? No. I actually didn't. It's actually quite fun to see the... No, I didn't, lol. It's quite fun to see the ruins of the castle. So, they built a cake surrounding this castle. They didn't break a single castle block. So the TNT had a massive impact on the castle itself. I gotta say though, I think it kind of looks better like this than maybe if I take away some of these floating blocks. But it looks better than having the castle. I never really liked this castle anyway. So yeah, that's better. Now we have a hill with ruins on it. With the cake taken down, we of course also have to celebrate the success, and yeah, I am sorry, but can't keep that pickaxe around. It's been digging diorite. Now, a lot of people were concerned about Gimme. I think there was even a campaign started about Gimme, because we never used him in the war, and there's like a campaign going on for free Gimme. And I'm honestly not sure what we're gonna do with Gimme. He's still chilling underneath the G-Team's base at some hidden location. And yeah, if I kind of wish that I had an idea for him at this point in time, but I don't. There's not a lot you can do with an Elder Guardian that isn't bad for another player. But if you have any idea of what we could use Gimme for, then please do leave it down below in the comments, because like I said, I have no idea. I've been over to the shopping district earlier today and I collected all of my diamonds that I've sold from my shop. And I split it up with Cubfan, and it turned out that I had 13 diamonds there, which gives me a total of 19 diamonds. It's of course because I built this wither skeleton farm, but I haven't sold anything yet. I made a few transactions with Mumbo with the pickaxes, but I haven't sold anything yet. And that is a big issue. Now, I got a rather big plan within the near future to create something that has to do with shopping. But I have to get some investors. I have to get some capital, as it's called, in order to get there. I have to get some diamonds, basically. So I think what I want to do, once I've traded with this idiot here, is I'm going to get myself a ton of beacons, or a ton of nether stars, and craft them into a ton of beacons. Why is this called bloodstones? Is that what Mumbo gave me after the prank? I never realized it was called bloodstones. That's hilarious. Wow, it seems like we made a lot of progress on the nether hub, actually, and by we I mean everyone except me. Oh, I should really help out. I've just been busy doing other things. All right, here we go. We gotta do this. I don't know math, but I'm sure someone can figure it out. We gotta do this a lot of times anyway. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is 25. 25 withers killed. Whew, that feels good. I'm going to be a good hermit and leave my box of soul sand in here. In case, well, I kind of need a little bit of that. Anyway, we also got these wither skulls, and kind of interesting, the wither invulnerable is the most rare one by the looks of things, and probably also the coolest. I don't know if I like this one better. I think I like the black one better than the blue one. I wish there was a green one. That could be really cool. But anyway, now that we've got the 25 nether stars, we can make 25 beacons. So, and I can also put my volume back up. Now that is a mega craft of doom. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever had this many beacons. This This is ridiculous. Absolutely crazy. So what we gotta do next is head back to the shopping district, and I want to find a location. And like I said, this is gonna be sort of a temporary build. You know what? I'm not gonna build anything big, and there's a little bit of space over here, which is great because it's really close to the rocket shop, which I know is very popular. So I think we're just gonna put this thing up here, and I thought it could be cool to make it look a little bit like a beacon. I mean, I'm not a big fan usually of doing pixel art and stuff in Minecraft, but because it's such a temporary shop, I think that could be fun. I'm gonna go ahead and make it 5 by 5. It does look a little bit like a beacon, doesn't it? Now, I've got a question. Does a beacon, and I don't think they do, but does a beacon pierce through a sea lantern? Ah, dang it. Okay, so for this to work, we would have to have this block. This block could actually be a beacon. Yeah, that would make full sense actually. Beacon there, and then just open up like that. Yes. Yes, I think that's cool. Okay, and then we're gonna place our chest down right here. That should work, right? Yes, that works. Okay, okay. The beacon, limited stock. Listen, we don't really have limited stock of beacons. We could get quite a few of these. But we want to make our customers think that we got a limited amount, because I'm essentially just seeking a starting capital to create something bigger than this. So, we're going to do a little bit of a trickery thing here. We're going to sell... Let's see, how are we going to do this? Wow, I got so many beacons. Oh, that's actually a perfect amount for what I want to do as well. Okay, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. This is going to be good. The very first row, we're going to price at 20 diamonds each. So it's 20 diamonds to buy a beacon, which I gotta say, I remember Hermitcraft Season 4 when we had a shopping district. It was like 20 diamonds to buy an elytra back then. So 20 diamonds for a beacon I feel is kind of cheap. The second row is 30 diamonds, and the final row is 40 diamonds. And my idea with this is that the first person that comes here, hopefully someone rich, like for example Cubfan. Hey Cubfan, new shop in town with very great prices for beacons. Limited stock. Anyway, the first person comes in and figures out that, okay, so if I act quickly, I get a lot of cheap beacons. And then the second person may see, yeah, you get the idea. I want people to race in buying these beacons. That's kind of the idea. So we'll see what happens on the next episode. I'm kind of excited to see if anyone buys them. And like I said, this is actually going to be the only stock, and we're going to plonk down this here as well. This is going to be the only stock that this shop will ever receive. And then I'll set up a more proper shop to sell beacons in the future. This will also give us an idea what people are willing to pay. We could come back and we could see zero open now. Yep, just opened. Yeah, we could come back and see absolutely 0 diamonds here, and that would be really bad. Also, I should probably just make this pathway lead all the way over to the beacon shop. So it will give us an idea anyway to figure out what a beacon is worth. This is disgusting. What a beacon is worth. Look at this parrot. It's just sitting there, pooping down. Nice little touch though. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully people go on a shopping spree, because I need diamonds. But anyway guys, that's gonna do it for today. I'm really excited to see next time if we made any sales. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the episode. Now do remember that I have got this cold and I'm a little bit ill. So if there may be a few days until the next episode, and if there are, don't worry. I probably just have too much coughing or something like that going on so that I can't record. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, hit the like button down below. If you're brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, or at least consider it. And I'll see you dudes in the next episode.